Daf Records. Let's make art better.
Afghanistan is becoming a fast-growing emerging market of strategic importance, offering significant economic opportunities in the Euro-Asian landscape. With the revival of the Silk Road, Afghanistan could serve as the main gateway and trading hub, linking some of the world's largest and fastest-growing economies, the Indian subcontinent with Central Asia, the Middle East, China and Europe for investments, pipelines and intercontinental trade and cooperation. By any objective measure, agriculture is the most important sector of the Afghan economy. It ensures pragmatically food security, economic growth, and revenue generation for the entire country. Agriculture accounts for about 25% of Afghanistan's gross domestic product, GDP, according to World Bank estimate. Over 60% of Afghans rely on agriculture for their livelihoods and their families' sustenance. In the rural areas, the percentage of reliance on agriculture is much higher, between 80 to 90%. Therefore, agriculture's impact is direct on the well-being and socio-economic status of the Afghan populace. Prior to decades of conflict, Afghanistan's agricultural products had a global reputation for excellence. Decades of war and neglect devastated the country's farmland, largely destroyed the infrastructure and displaced millions of people. With the generous support and commitment of Afghanistan's international partners, the rehabilitation and reconstruction of agricultural sector has been considerable. Major infrastructure projects in irrigation has increased water availability from 1.2 million hectares in 2002 to 2.4 million hectares of land to date. But this figure is still over 500,000 hectares shy of where Afghanistan was 37 years ago, with 3.1 million hectares of land. The construction of water control and water management infrastructures in bringing adequacy, reliability and water services in timely and controlled manner, this is fundamental for the enhanced agricultural productions. Therefore, expansion of irrigational canals and water management systems to arable lands are among the top priorities of the Afghan government to increase water availability to agricultural land to the pre-war status by end of this decade. The new administration has attached considerable importance to this vital sector, cognizant that it can alter the socio-economic landscape of Afghanistan during this decade of transformation. There is a dynamic vision about agriculture sector. It is to transition this vital sector from an import economy to an export economy. In realizing this vision, the Afghan government is fully committed to establish the requisite infrastructure. The ministry is engaging investors through the private sector department of the ministry in establishing systems of supply and value chains for domestic and export markets to lead Afghanistan towards generation employment, revenue and surplus. The Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock, MAILS, leadership has undertaken new and innovative measures to move the ministry's essential structures and services closer to farmers. Parallel to empowering the farmers, the ministry is undergoing fundamental reform and restructuring to enhance the institutional efficiency and effectiveness of how MAIL functions and operates. The establishment of Geographic Information System, Digital Green, Knowledge Bank, Management Information System, and more technologically advanced tools to monitor agricultural activities, sharing useful information with the farmers, gathering accurate data and facilitating e-governance communications between MAIL, the farmers and relevant projects are in progress. The implementation of a farmer-centric vision in assisting farmers with transfer of knowledge, the know-how and provision of inputs such as high-quality seeds and fertilizers have enhanced the quality, increased productivity and the value of products, all of which makes a tangible impact on creating jobs and gradually improving the income and standard of living of farmers and their families. Ministry's Women Empowerment Programme has changed thousands of family lives for the better. The Kitchen Garden initiative, for instance, has empowered numerous women to establish successful businesses and lead exemplary lives within their communities. Initiatives such as dairy animal and chicken farming have created jobs and generated income for poor families while providing nutritious meals for their children in a sustained manner. The tangible smiles are priceless. Indeed, it underlines the vital role and impact of agriculture in the daily lives of ordinary Afghans. Agriculture, therefore, is the guarantor of sustained livelihoods in the lives of the most vulnerable, which in Afghanistan constitutes the majority of marginalized farmers, women and children that are living below the poverty line. Thus, making agriculture is a rational means to poverty alleviation. The creation of sustained income through high-value crops productions seems to be a sensible alternative to illicit poppy cultivation and illegal mining economies in the mid and long term. In this journey, together we shall sow the seeds of prosperity for generations to come and create a seamless blueprint for the rest of this volatile region to ensue.